Hello, everyone. My name is Rhonda Newsom. I'm the Disability Specialist for Child Care Partnership. Today, we're going to talk about teacher concern. What is a teacher concern? A teacher concern is a form that we use that you can reflect concerns about a child. The concerns can be via a parent concern, teacher concern, physician concern, a child care partnership staff, or myself. What is the purpose of a teacher concern? Well, the main purpose of teacher concern is a way to identify children who may have a disability. We have children in our classroom, I'm sure you have observed, and you see they are struggling in certain areas, such as speech, fine motor skills, gross motor skills. Whatever the concern may be, this form, the teacher concern, is what you will use to reflect those concerns. And once you're through, you submit it to your provider, who will then reach out to me. Another purpose is support children in reaching developmental milestones. This teacher concern is a way to identify those children who are not reaching those milestones. So again, it's very important that you submit a teacher concern. Actually, you have a very important position when you identify a child. You may make the difference in that child's life. You jumpstart this child reaching those milestones that they're struggling in. So be very proud that you're in a position that you can identify a child. And when you submit that teacher concern, that makes all the difference in the world. It's also a means to help a child have the best educational experience possible. We know that child will be going to kindergarten one day, and we want to be able to have the time now to address those issues, opposed to them reaching kindergarten and we haven't done anything. And we also know children can be cruel towards one another. So we want that child to thrive. We want the child to feel a part of. So again, we want that child to have the best educational experience possible. And also, this is a means for parent engagement, which you and the parent have this conversation about the child. Always, it should be an ongoing communication anyway. But this would give you and the parent an opportunity to put your heads together to see what's best for this child to thrive. Now, there's various ways that reflect concerns to identify children with special needs. A teacher concern form is the main source that we use. We also use development screeners. I'm sure you're familiar with ASQSE2, which the teacher fills out. This screen is tailored to identify children's social and emotional behaviors. I also know you're familiar with ASQ3. This is tailored to identify developmental delays and progression in milestones such as communication, gross motor, fine motor, problem solving, and personal social. And there's medical reasons, mental health reasons, and speech and language concerns. Here are examples. You have sickle cell, asthma, epilepsy, you have vision and hearing. You also have critical illness. There's a lot of illness that's critical that still let a child be in our program and be a participant in our program. You have developmental delays, you have autism, you have cognitive impairment, early childhood trauma, and you have communication. And then you have concerns such as little angel. Little angels stay angry all the time. Every day she comes to school, all day long, she just angry. So there's a reason for this child being angry all the time. So we need to address why this child's being angry. Also, this excessive crying. We had little Tommy here. Little Tommy cries all day long. No matter what you do, he still cries. So there's a reason for all this crying. Then we have little Tom. The time here have detachment issues. Soon his parents leave, he's just hard to get himself together. Then we had little Becky here, misbehaving. Little Becky is going to do what she want to do. It's hard to redirect her, and it's a reason for her just being so defiant. Then we have children that do not like to share. And then we have little Chucky here, the temper tantrum. He does this all day long or whenever he can't have his way. And again, there's a reason for this behavior. So I know we all have experienced all these children. Just imagine we have them all going on at the same time. Wow. So we don't want to end up like Miss Kravitz here. So I ask you, please, please, please submit those teacher concerns, because not only does the teacher concern supports the child and the family, but the teacher concern also supports the teacher in the classroom, because this gives the teacher an opportunity to work on some strategies or those strategies that the child needs for support. And who can fill out a teacher concern? I'm gonna say our beautiful teachers, providers, child care partnership staff, and if I come to an observation, I can fill out one. Now there's 3 different teacher concerns, and here's an example of one of them. This one is called Early Head Start Teacher Concern. This is for 6 weeks to 35 months. So I ask you all, please, being that there's 3 teacher concerns, I need you to grab the correct one. And again, this one, the Early Head Start Teacher Concerns for children 6 weeks to 35 months. At the top is going to be the child's name, teacher's name, the center, date of birth, today's date, and the classroom number. Then we have 5 different domains here. We have social behavior, speech and language, behavior, fine motor, gross motor. In each domain, there's 3 boxes. It's going to be either strong concern, some concern, or no concern. In each domain, I need one of these boxes checked, please. Do not leave any domain without a check box. Also, there's a comment side at each of these 3 boxes. Along the 3 boxes. Can you please put your input in on what is the concern or what actually the child is doing. If you need more room, there's an area at the bottom of the page, near the bottom of the page, where you can add on. Also, there's a section at the bottom where the parent can put their input in, as well as sign off. Now, let me say, I expect for you all to have a conversation with parents before you present this teacher concern for a parent to sign off on. The parent needs to know what's going on with their child. A parent has an ideal already, but it'll really be helpful if you communicate with the parent. If it has to be daily, I hope it's not daily, but on the same issue, because a parent don't want to hear the same thing every day. But at least have a conversation about your concern that you put on this teacher concern. Because you have a rapport with teachers and you want to maintain that rapport. So please, please, please have that conversation with that parent. Now we have that parent that is in denial about little Johnny. Little Johnny smacked everybody in the classroom. He does this all the time, basically. But the parent is in denial about it. Oh, little Johnny doesn't act like that at home. No, not my little Johnny. So if parent refuses to sign, what I need you to do is sign your name on the side here and date it. And say, parent refused to sign your name, and then date it. On the back of this teacher concern is a guide. Now, if you're not sure if you're filling it out right or if you're observing the right thing for the right age group, this is a guide that has the 5 domains per age group, and it would tell you what the child should be doing that's not, but they're not doing. So, for example, social emotional. age 6 weeks to 11 months. Child doesn't smile at people, show no affection for caregivers. This is something they should be doing, but they're not, like I said. So again, this is a guide to help you fill the teaching concern out. It's not a diagnosis or anything. It's just a guide to help you to fill the teaching concern out. The second example of a teaching concern is behavioral. It said teaching concern form, child behavior referral. This teaching concern is for children 3 years and older. Remember again, please grab the right teaching concern. Now, let me say this. We know at our centers that our children age out at age 3. However, they might sit there to age 3-1, 3-2, 3-3. As long as the child is sitting in your classroom, and if you have a concern, please fill the teaching concern out, and so we can address it. Because before the child transition, at least we can show that we try to support this child and family. Again, this teaching concern has their own domains. They have the boxes to check off on: strong concerns, some concerns, no concerns. The comments, more space for the comments, parent input if they like, and parent signature, parent refuse to sign. Again, parent refuse to sign on the side, parent name, sign your name and date it. Again, this is the third teaching concern. This is speech teaching concern. So this is again for a child 3 years and older. Again, grab the right one. Same thing, child's name, everything at the top. It has its own domains. Again, they have the 3 boxes: strong concerns, some concerns, no concerns. Comments, you need to comment further. They have a section for that. Parent input, parent signature. If parent don't want to sign, you say parent on the side. Parent refuses to sign, sign your name and date it. Process of submitting a teaching concern. Well, when to submit a teaching concern. There needs to be a valid concern to submit a teaching concern. Please do not submit a teaching concern that when a child, you have had this child in your classroom, say 100 days, and this child decides to kick somebody one day. That do not constitute a teaching concern. But if the behavior has been going on, of course, submit a teaching concern, but not if the teaching concern, not if the child just display one event. That don't constitute a teaching concern. Also, wait at least 30 days for new children, because we want them to get acclimated in the classroom. We can't observe in 1 week new children without giving them a chance. However, there are cases when we know there's something going on with this child, and you don't have to wait 30 days. Just go ahead and fill that teaching concern out and submit it to me. Submit it to your provider, who's going to submit it to me. How to obtain a teaching concern? Well, you ask your director or provider. And again, please grab the right one: 6 weeks to 35 months. Speech for children 3 and older, and behavioral for children 3 and older. Or ask me. At the end of this presentation, I have my information, my phone number, my cell phone number actually, and my email address. So there's the process and results of a referral. 9 times out of 10, when you submit a teaching concern, when I contact that parent already is aware of the concern. That's why they sign off on it. And 9 times out of 10, that parent wants to address that concern. So what we do is a referral. So we get the teaching concern, there's the observation, or I might call the parent first. Either or is going to happen. Observation, a parent contact, case consultation, and then I will submit a referral. The case consultation, the teachers are more than welcome to attend. However, we have not been doing any in-person case consultation due to COVID. So we've been doing all of our referrals via phone conferences. The evaluation after the referral been submitted. The referral is being, well, let me go back. The referral is going to be submitted to early on, which is for children under 3, or it's going to get submitted to child find, which is actually DPS, and that's for children 3 and older. Once child find or early on get the referral, the child receives an evaluation. At the evaluation, the child may be eligible for services, then will receive an IFSP, which is an Individualized Family Service Plan. That's for children under 3, or a child may be eligible for an IEP, Individualized Education Plan, and that's for children 3 and older. And then they receive services, and hopefully they master their goals, because once they receive an IFSP and IEP, there's going to be some goals set and some strategies given to address that concern, and hopefully they get to master that concern. And then we can see little Johnny just go. We all happy. We just say, go, little Johnny, go. And we can see little Johnny just fly away and be the awesome little birdie he or she's going to be. That really concludes our presentation on Teach Concern. I'd like to say thank you, Child Care Partnership. Thank you also for being the awesome teachers that you are. Here's my email address, cell phone number. If you need to reach out to me, you're more than welcome to give me a call. Here is a questionnaire that you need to fill out, which is how to submit training questions. You scan the QR code with your cell phone or tablet camera. Answer the questions on the Google document. Once finished, please submit. Once questions are submitted, you will receive a certificate at a later date. This is really important. Do not forget to do this, or you won't get credit for taking this training. That concludes our presentation, and you have a good day.